Thank you. Likutei Moharan Torah Gimel. So we said that a small synopsis is that we said that
how to.
It says the kol hanegina comes from the tziporim. So we said that there is the source, the root of music comes from a realm called tziporim, called birds, which is the sefirot of Netzach v'Hod in Olam HaAtzilut. Now, and this is where the Menagen Kasher, this is where he gets his nigun, and therefore when you listen to this, it brings you all the way up. This is where the Malchut, the Nevi'im gets the Nevuah, Now, Menagen Rasha, he gets his nigun, gets his singing from the Tziporim de Klipa. Now we said that the Sitra Achra has a virtual machine, a virtual computer within a computer. They have all the realms, but the Atzilut of the Klipot is not in Olam HaAtzilut, but it's Olam HaBriya. And the Moharan of the Malchut, the Netzach v'Hod of the Tziporim, the Klipa, are the Chokhmah and Bina of the Sfirat HaMalchut, of the Atzilut of the Klipot, which is in Olam HaBriya.
There's two separate ones. There's one shel Klipa and one shel.
Yeah, but the one of the Malchut of the Kedusha is in the Atzilut, and the one of the Klipot is in the Briya. It has a whole Atzilut, Ke'ilu, an image or a virtual image of Atzilut of the Klipa, but it is not in the real Atzilut, it is in the Briya. Now, when the night falls, the Tziporim, the Klipa, have a shoot to be your neck from the Netzach v'Hod of the Yesod of the Malchut Atzilut. The Malchut, no, it's not so complicated.
Yeah, I know.
You have, what I'm saying is, schematically it's not complicated. It's just that you're expecting now things to get even more complicated.
No,
I can get it.
No.
It's very simple.
The ציפורים, when iPhone comes, יש להם לנהוג, יש להם מהיסוד של
מהנצח והוד
היסוד של המלכות.
Okay, so basically, the Malchut, every Sphira is divided into all the Sphirot. Okay? So the Sphira of the Malchut the Atzilut has 10 Sphirot, and in each of the 10 Sphirot there's also 10 Sphirot. Okay? In the Klipa happens the same thing. But in the Klipa, the Moharan, the Klipa, the Tziporim, the Klipa is the Chokhmah and Bina of the second division. Chokhmah Bina of the entire Malchut.
One lower.
It's one higher. Now it's lower than the whole thing, but you'll understand what I'm saying. One lower. It's the Chokhmah and Bina of the Malchut, what you call the first division. There's the Malchut, first division, then the second division, each one to another 10. Okay, so the Chokhmah Bina of the first division of the Malchut, the Klipot, it connects the Shteker, the Sheka, the Teka goes into the second division, into the Netzach and Hod of the Yesod of the Malchut in the Atzilut, of the Kedusha. And this goes until Chatzot. But when it happens to Chatzot, then they can't get off, then they're lechudim, then they become entrapped. And this is when they burn.
Nice.
This is when they burn.
So it's a trap.
And then it says, Ke'tzipurim achozot bapach. Then they get stuck. They went up to the Atzilut. They don't belong in the world of Atzilut. Now there's already a root shel chesed. So this says, Ke'tzipurim achozot bapach, כן, בהם קיים יקשים בני אדם. that you see guys are going to have fun, they're going clubbing, they're going this, we're going to that, something, we're going to go out, and then there's a little, you can have a little fun, whatever it is, but then, then, and everything seems like so much fun, and you can really get like, run away from your feelings, and this and that, and, knock your head with a little drink, and then, smoke up a little bit, and, get into that, and it works. In the very beginning, it works. But after a while, you realize that things became so crazy. You thought you were so smart. You thought that you would really find the easy way out. And suddenly things became so crazy. And you wonder, how on earth can I get out of this? There's always a way out, but it's like Rabbeinu says in Torah Kuf Yud Bet, the people get entrapped in the darkness and they can't get out. In the beginning, it was such a great idea. It was so much fun, man. It was like, wow, man, we're going to paint the town red. Until you find out that the red they paint the town with is your own blood. So it's like, so basically, that like the tziporim that are being caught in the Malkodet, this is, now the thing is that the music, the shirah of the Reshaim, what happens is that the what entraps the Reshaim, because from the Tziporim, the Tum'ah, they get a ruach that draws them to Ta'avot HaOlam Hazeh. There's nothing but Olam Hazeh, Ta'avot Olam Hazeh, Olam Hazeh, Olam Hazeh, Olam Hazeh, and then suddenly they get stuck. They're entrapped. So that's why when you listen to Nigina, Minagen, Kasher, you're getting the Nigina from the Netzach Ve'od, of the Malchut Atzilut, the Kedusha. It brings you all the way there. If you hear music of Simcha, then you are coming to Hashem Simcha. And if you hear Nigun of Dvekut, then you come to Kadosh Baruch Hu with Dvekut, according to the Nigun, because the Nigun is the thing, the conduit, the thing, the magnet that brings the two together. Apam Milavei Shir Elai, the Nigun of Misitra de Levi. The Nigun comes from Levi. Levi means it takes two and brings them together. So Levaya. It
attracts you to it.
It brings you together with it. Not just attracts you, it brings you to it. And the same thing, Hashem Yerachem, when a person hears shirah from the menagen that is not
was it a certain fuel that pushes you in that direction, or
it entraps you? It's a magnet. It pulls you there. So now that we explained that the voice of the menagen kasher is very helpful to Avodat Hashem, and the voice of menagen she'eino kasher, which is not this, is very damaging to Avodat Hashem. Now we also explained why this, what is the inner workings of what happened. Now we're going to explain what is the etzah, what is the advice of somebody that happens to hear. You don't know each again if it's kasher or not, whatever it is. So how do you know how can you hear it without this damaging to your avodat Hashem? V'atikun hu, and the tikun that a person should be able to hear negina sheyuchal lishmor negina mikol adam, even a menagen rasha. If you'll happen to hear again Rasha, say it shouldn't damage your avodat haborem. That you should learn at night Torah sheba'al peh. I know Gemara sheb'chinat laila. You should learn Gemara sheb'chinat laila. And in all the aspects of night, you should wrap around it. In other words, the Torah sheba'al peh Gemara in itself is b'chinat laila, as the Rebbe will explain. And you should also learn it balayla. You should also learn it taka in the time of night. And first of all, he's going to explain why you have to learn dafka gemara that is b'chinat layla, and then dafka why the time is supposed to be balayla. Now the Rebbe is going to bring a raya that the Torah sheba'al peh is a b'chinat layla. Kedeita b'midrash, as it is said in Midrash Tehillim. כשהיה משה בהר, when Moshe Rabbeinu was in Har Sinai, he was there 40 יום 40 לילה, he spent there 40 days and 40 nights. לא היה יודע מתי יום, מתי לילה. He didn't know when was there or not, because the Kodesh Baruch Hu is still day and night. Kodesh Baruch Hu, everything is one. רק על ידי זה כשהיה לומד תורה שבכתב, when he used to learn תורה שבכתב,
he knew that it was day.
היה יודע שהוא יום. כשלמד תורה שבעל פה, היה יודע שהוא לילה, when he learned תורה שבעל פה, he would know that it was night. Because in the time when it is day in this world, Kodesh Baruch Hu learned with him Torah Shebechtav. And when, because Torah Shebechtav is a parallel Bechina to day. And the time when it was night in this world, Kodesh Baruch Hu learned with him Torah Shebal Peh, because Torah Shebal Peh is a parallel Bechina to night. Now, we should also explain that it is the night that makes the day. The night defines the day. When you want to learn from a sefer, the white of the sefer is the day. The black of the sefer is the night. What does the black do? The black delineates the white. All the information is in the white, but it is not defined. It's not differentiated, because anything can be written on this white. Good, bad, ugly, whatever you want. By defining dafka this specific black, this is how you know which message is being given over. An aleph and a bet and an aleph together, it's an abba, so it's an abba, it's not an ima, it's not a saba, it's not a savta. It's a specific definition, dafkaze. It is the black that defines the white. The Ibn Nosson says even more than that. He says that the black is the media upon which the white is written. It's like when you're traveling at night in a plane, and the plane is landing, and the lights, the landing lights, I don't know, they're still now. It used to be that the landing lights were in the root of the wings, and you don't see them.
In the day, no.
In the day you don't see them, but at night you also don't see them. You know when you see them?
Clouds?
When you go through a cloud, suddenly you see the beam of light written in the cloud. The Rebbe says that the cloud is the meter the light is written on. Because otherwise we have no clue to it. It's a very, very deep inyanim that I don't know what the heck I'm talking about.
We learned
that
like a month ago.
I know. You have to say that, right? Just kidding.
Well, you remember.
Yeah, I remember everything. בזמן שהוא יום בעולם הזה, in the time that נמצא שתורה בעל פה, מבחינת לילה, so we know that תורה שבעל פה is the essence of night. And besides that, תורה שבעל פה generally is מבחינת לילה. We also see that the Gemara specifically is called לילה, it's called night. כמו שאמרו חז"ל, אז רב חז"ל said in Sanhedrin, במחשכים הושיבני, הקדוש ברוך הוא has set me, has put me in dark places, זה תלמוד בבל. Because he says, why is it called Machshachim Moshivan? Why is it called? Because the Amoraim that were sitting in Bavel, they were not easy with one another. They were giving each other trouble. They were like, banging, and they were choylek on ones. That's what the Gemara is called Choshech. Choshech because it's a fight, it's a... Choshech kara laila. So you see the Choshech, kara laila. It's called the night. So the Gemara is called Laila. And the reason why learning Gemara is not going to damage a person is through learning the Gemara. Listening to the singing of a menagen she'eno kasher is not going to damage your avodat Hashem. Haynu, al yidei shilmad shas, that you learn Gemara that has shisha sidrei mishnah. Zraim, moed, nashim, nezikim, kodashim, v'taharot. יתקן השיטיס קין שבקנה. What you're going to do is you're going to connect the 6 rings of the air pipe.
What?
Yes.
The air pipe we keep talking about all the time.
Yes. So because if you remember, we spoke that the call, if it's the singing and if it's the words, the essence the chokhmah is in the kol, as it comes through the zah, the 6 rings. And then it comes to the malchut peh. This is when differentiated into...
But it fixes yours.
Yeah, but the kol is your innermost. This is your inner metziut.
But how does it stop you? איך זה גורם שמישהו אחר ששר לא יזיק לך?
בוא נלמד.
I'm here.
בוא נלמד,
Put 'em up.
This is why we here, man. Well, you done some drink coffee.
Wait till we turn on the video.
Yeah. יתקן שתין הסכין שבקנה, the 6 rings in the קנה, שמהם יוצא הכל. Because these 6 rings, the 6 rings, in the supernal source are parallel to the 6 sadarim of the Mishnah. These 6 rings. And when a person fixes these 6 rings in the air pipe, from where the voice is coming, he gives a tikkun to his own kol negina. And when your own kol negina is metukan, is rectified, the negina that is not the way it's supposed to be, that is from somebody it's not supposed to be, cannot influence you in a bad way. We all the time we said this is the kind of mechina we speak all the time when we say that oti beni uben bnei Israel oti leolam. We said that the bechina elyona, is mashpia to you through the yesod. You are the malchut, and it comes into yesod from you. But you have to remove the orla also from the yesod from it brings to you, so that you learn the limud properly. How do you do that? By your own shmirat habrit. You are guarding your own brit. This is making the brit milah and ma'avir the orla. It moves away the foreskin from the yesod that comes into you, so that you get pure limud. It's all the time. The Rebbe is working all the time with bchinot makbilot. When you're correcting your own call, a defective call does not influence you lera'ah.
Okay, I have a question.
Okay.
Does that mean...
Not too difficult though.
No, probably. You're probably just going to say
it. Small thing.
Does this have to be limud with kol? Like we need to get the mangina down and everything else? I mean...
הכי טוב.
Probably.
זה הכי טוב.
חיים
מוצאים בפה.
just to listen.
זה לא משנה. Let's not suppose here. They said
I'm not trying to be...
חיים הם מוצאים בפה. No. So you shouldn't get, no, my limud wasn't it because I didn't call. Don't go there.
No, I'm not going there. I'm just saying, don't worry about telling me that because...
I do worry.
Don't
tell me don't. I do worry. What do you want?
Well, I guess it doesn't say it.
Okay. And this is what it says in the pasuk that Eicha says, Kumi roni balayla. That Knesset Israel should get up, v'ari mikolech b'vchia balayla, lift up your voice and cry to Hashem at night. And what is hinted at Kumi roni, haynu shetiye tkuma la'arina. So that the singing will have a stature, will be rebuilt. Will be solidified, will have a base, and will be built, and will be metukan. So how does a person alleviate and elevate and fix the voice of his singing, of negina, so that negina of somebody who is not kasher should not damage him? Ayno de laila. This you do with the ayin of laila. Kumironi balal. The rina will have tkuma through the tool called laila. Learning Gemara, which is Laila, and learn it in the Lashem Gemara Shas, which is called Laila. Let Hashem. We'll continue tomorrow.